Hey, everybody. Welcome to Nightcap Knowledge. Hey, I'm your host, Mr. Mac, DJ George Chuck out there doing it big, Mardi Gras season. If you're from Mobile, if you're from the coastal area, definitely from Louisiana, New Orleans, you already know what time it is. It is Fat Tuesday, but also it is Taco Tuesday. So it could be Taco Fat Tuesday, depending on how you want to word it. But even though it's an interchangeable title for Tuesday. People are having a great time out there, so make sure that everybody be safe, have a good time. Hey, get some beignets and some hand grenades for me. Enjoy yourself. We're gonna share a little bit of information, and then we're gonna get ready to jump into it. So if you're out there watching right now, it's a good time to share this live. Share this live with folks you know, people that have not tuned into this show. That might be their first time checking it out. It's a good time to go ahead and do that, and we got some good information. As always, that's what we do right here on Nightcap Knowledge. So let's go ahead and share that information with your folks. People that have not got a chance to chime in, they want to do something in the comments. Come on, let's do it. That's what we do on Nightcap Knowledge. All right. So we are back in this thing. I'll make sure that I am sharing this information out there. If you are out there listening, make sure you drop something in the comments for me. Let me know you're out there checking us out. If you are out there checking us out, let us know. Drop a message in the comments. If this your first time, hey, let us know. And I'm trying to get this thing shared right fast. Hmm. All right. Trying to see if we can increase this thing a little bit. All right. So getting back to what we were talking about, as you know, every Monday we do a mental health Monday. We talk about the mental health minute, and this past Monday we highlighted confidence over fears. So that's something that's very, very important, especially when you're stepping out on your own, you're doing your own thing. Confidence over fears is something that you really have to work on. You're gonna have a lot of folks that'll be doubting you, folks that make you doubt yourself, and you have to really know your talents, your skill set, your true blessings, and know that you can really do this, that you can make this happen, and not let folks discourage you, not let folks make you turn around, make you think you don't have the qualifications or have those things you need to be able to be successful. So we want to talk about confidence over fears. Confidence over fears is something that's very important. We're going to ask that you remember that. Look for those things that you know that you do very well. Own it. Things that you might need to work on. You do your research. Do what you need to do. But remember There's sometimes is what stops you from reaching the levels of success that you want to, is doubting yourself and not having the confidence in yourself and the ability you know that you have. And other folks recognize sometimes you do have folks cheering for you. They see it and you might not see it. So let's remember that confidence over fears. We got a great show. We're going to talk about new businesses that are coming along in the area. We do have new businesses popping up around the city of Jackson, but also around the state. You do have groups that are having opportunities for people that pop up for partnerships where you can do business with other folks that look like you know. And then also we got a big expo that's coming up. The big expo is coming up in April 16th. And we definitely want people that are in the business that want to know more about medical marijuana and the benefits of it, and also the financial side of it, how you can make money, not just spend money, but also make money. We definitely want you to come to this expo. All right. So one thing I forgot to do, as you can see, I don't have a shirt yet, but I'm wearing my Jackson Black Business Expo. You know, the team been running. Big shout out to DJ George, Chuck, Sabir, Fumi, Brad. They've been holding down Jackson Black Pages, which now evolved into Mississippi Black Pages for a long time. So I got to wear my green and my Expo shirt. Got to wear my green hat. It goes with what we're talking about. Everything green today is what we're talking about. But also I want to wear, because we got a shout out a guy, Larry Leggett with Jack Daniels. Um, you know, this is a Jack Apple hat. I don't have Jack Apple. So the next best thing for me to drink tonight will be Tennessee honey. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this Tennessee honey into my Jack Daniels glass. And that what I will be sipping on tonight. So I'll be sipping on a little bit of Tennessee honey. I got a few things back here on the bar. We'll get into some of that later on, maybe on another day. But I want to get everybody to get another chance. Hey, you need to grab something to drink, snack. We're going to talk about some good business. If you need to go ahead and share right quick, share. Make sure people and your friends and your groups and the different folks that you talk to, if you want to hear some good information, remember this show is rated black and uncensored, real talk, real uh, issues, real solutions. We got a lot going on in our state, a lot going on in our city. Some of the stuff we're not going to even talk about. We're just going to make sure we continue to work hard and work forward. And I'm going to try to share this information as much as I can. And I'm having some issues with trying to share it to the multiple pages today. But anyway, you'll be able to see it tomorrow, and we're gonna keep it going. My guest for tonight is not a stranger to the show. She was actually on um, the other day, or last time we was on Tuesday, but she's gonna talk more in depthly, not just about the expo. She's gonna talk about some new things that has transpired since the last time she was on the show. So let's welcome Miss Dee Dee Delaney of Hemp World. She done made it to a Hemp World that quick.
I was doing what I had to do to get here.
Oh, hey, she was rolling. She was rolling, man.
I was
Hemp.
ro-
So talk to us. What you got going on? I know you rolling. You just coming
I'm
in.
rolling. So I'm drinking our Delta 8 Pink Runch drink because I need a boost. I've been driving for like the last 4 hours, so I'm exhausted.
Now, what does that do?
This is the drink.
Yeah,
So this is a Pink Runch
right.
Delta drink. It is cannabis infused. It is absolutely delicious. It's good for anxiety. If you just need a pick me up or a boost,
Mm-hmm.
these are wonderful. They have like a slight euphoria feeling, which I love. So the perfect. It'll keep you up for a little while, but when you wind down, you'll actually wind down. So this is what I'm drinking on.
So it keeps you floating, keeps you working. Then when you
Yeah,
do get ready to wind down, you're gonna sleep and rest.
you're going to get a lot of
How you
great.
do you say it about a 6 pack? How can we get those? You know, we need to
We
get
do.
some of
We
those.
sell them individually, but we do have a lot of people ask for a 6 pack though, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe we need to.
Hey, 6 pack. You do 4, 6, 8, or 12.
I'll keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. Hey, you know, because if it works like that, it's gonna give you that. Hey, it's gonna keep me rolling. And then when it's time for me to shut down, I'm gonna get some good relaxation, some good sleep. Yeah, yeah. That
Absolutely.
we need that. We need to get that out there and let the people know where they can find that.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So look, you say you've been running, you're just getting in. Tell the people where you're coming from. What's going on? Where you
So
been?
I am coming from our newest location that has opened.
Mhm.
It's Hemp World Olive Branch.
Okay.
Um, in Olive Branch, Mississippi. We're in located in the Camp Creek Shopping Center. So that location actually opened. I'm not good on the addresses throw me sometimes. So that location actually opened on last Friday. So I'm very excited about that. The community has been amazing. The people coming in, just the whole dispensary vibe, is new to Mississippi, and everyone is so excited about medical marijuana being legalized here. So when they see a dispensary pop up in their city, and of course, if there are cannabis supporters, they're just overwhelmed with joy. So we're excited. We're excited. We're excited about the location. Very very excited about the location.
So the hemp world is in Olive Branch,
Mhm.
and y'all had a good turnout. Y'all did the grand opening this weekend, and you had supporters from everywhere that came out. I see y'all had a big crowd when y'all did the grand opening.
Yeah, we had a very pretty large crowd. I'm excited. We're going to be doing some advertising coming up. Um, we're going to be doing some advertising. As you know, if you've done any kind of research on cannabis, the platforms are not cannabis friendly. Facebook, I've been in Facebook jail more times than I care to to mention.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be, you have to, the advertising with cannabis can be a bit tricky because the platforms don't do it. They still view it as a controlled substance, even though CBD hemp is completely legal in the US, so each platform does their own thing, so to speak. We closed. People come trying to come in the
They
door.
see you in there. They trying to get it. They trying to get in.
I'm sitting in the front.
Yeah, they trying to get in. They trying to figure out.
I didn't mean to be rude, sir. I'm sorry.
Hey, they trying to tell you that you need to be open later. That's what it
Oh
is.
no, it's 9 o'clock. Maybe once we transition to medical marijuana, then yes,
Yeah.
but for CBD, no.
And so the transition to medical marijuana. I know that. So you got these different locations. No, wait. Before we get to that, Olive Branch, right?
Mhm.
Is there something different about the Olive Branch location? Everything is pretty much the same, pretty much a mirror of if you've been to the one in Pearl, then you've been to. Did you change it up any or anything like that?
So each owner of the partnerships,
Mm-hmm.
they are not franchises, they are partnerships. So each owner of the partnership can actually design their store to their likes and specifications.
Right.
So their own little touch and flair on it. I almost said Arkansas because I have some interest for
Hey, go ahead and take it
Arkansas.
on our Kansas.
Yeah, so the Olive Branch store is different. It has a homey
Mm-hmm.
vibe. I've got nothing but great reviews. The entryway in the Olive Branch store is actually a mural, and it's wrapped with all the different brands of cannabis flowers and
Mm.
different cannabis products. So it is absolutely beautiful. It's very unique. I got the inspiration from a dispensary in Denver, Colorado, when my husband and I were visiting, and
Right.
I loved it. And I said, I want to do this green. I want to take this home. And so I showed it to the owners, and they absolutely loved it, and they wanted it in their dispensary. So definitely go check it out. It's Hemp World Olive Branch. And the location is 8230 Camp Creek Boulevard, Olive Branch, Mississippi 38654. It's on that same strip with Chick-fil-A, and all you gotta do is go down. We're at the end down there, so we can have our medical marijuana in peace and not disturb any laws and mind our own business.
So now you're taking North Mississippi by storm. What else you got coming up this weekend?
So this weekend is the grand opening for the Starkville, Mississippi location. So we're doing grand openings back to back to back.
Wow.
I am excited. It's a blessing. The benefits of cannabis people are realizing, and they're transitioning from the traditional medications to a holistic and natural approach, and people are learning, they're educating themselves. Cannabis has one side effect, and that is the high. If you're high, lay down, you
Hmm.
know, and when you get up, the high is gone. And that's pretty much it with cannabis. But you have the traditional pharmaceutical drugs
Yeah.
where if you take one pill, you've got 45 different side effects. But people believe that, oh, it's the devil's lettuce. No, it's an actual cure to me, because that's
Yeah.
why I got into the business in the first place. I am medicine free when I was diagnosed with over 3 different illnesses. So I'm an advocate, and we teach about the medicinal properties of cannabis. And so when we educate the community, they're interested in joining the business and opening up the dispensary. So I think that's why
Mm.
we're having a boom with inquiries
Right.
for locations.
So the Starkville location, is there anything specific about that location where you're going to be located at?
Mhm.
Anything like that you can tell us?
So we're within the right distance to carry medical marijuana.
Hmm.
The bill has some specifications that you have to adhere to in
Hmm.
order to get licensed.
Hmm.
So the Starkville location is directly across the street from Walmart. We're in the shopping center with Verizon and
Oh, wow.
GE and great locations.
Right.
When stores, we make sure that there's about 40,000 vehicles passing by per day, so that the stores, can maintain that great visibility. So, it's all about the money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Right.
So,
And,
right.
and
So location is everything. All the stores are near. My rule of thumb is there has to be one near Chick-fil-A or Starbucks.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Mhm.
sense. So the thing about it is, you got the foot traffic, but the store stands out itself with the color, and the color pattern between like a white and a green and those things is eye catching. Especially if you're in an area where other stores are different colors. It stands out and it gets the attention. And we know why it's green. We don't have to ask that question. We know,
That's why it's
we
great.
know, we know why it is green. Free to plant.
Free.
It is free
Yeah.
to plant. So,
The
I had to put my little
can
green on, got my little apple right here, in here. I got my little green shirt that,
I see the
representing
green
the
shirt.
Expo and green. So, yeah, man, we definitely got to support folks, man. Y'all are making big moves, man. I know you talked about. So now we transition to this new business open. Then we got the expo coming up on
Yes.
April 16th. We'll be this is hosted by Hemp. It's partially hosted by Hemp World. You guys gonna be able to educate folks in more in depthly. I know y'all have a table set up. So if you've never been to Hemp World, if you've never seen any of this stuff, y'all will have a actual table set up on site. Come check all this good stuff out. Man, it's exciting. People have asked about, since I've been sharing the flyer, asked me about being a vendor. So we have a security company that's interested in coming and speaking more in depthly about the security that's going to be needed for the M&M. I'm calling it M&M, the medical marijuana, the M&M. So you're gonna be ready for that. Uh,
I'm sorry.
oh, no, that's it's good.
Can you
Keep
hear
going.
me, Matt?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I think you froze for a second. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Go out and come back in. Yeah, so she having a little technical difficulties. We know how they hating. Be careful. We don't know what's going on with this internet. We know that AT&T has been serious about making folks switch over to 5G. They've cut my phone off twice. So we don't tell them what they have going on with the internet services also. So be mindful of those things. If you get those alerts and somebody tell you that, hey, they're switching over, it's mandatory. They are serious. They will cut your phone off. There's no questions. They will cut your phone off, and you have to call them and actually order a new phone in order for them to restore your services, even if you just paid your bill. So that just goes to show you the people do what they want to do. So Mr. Lane, here she goes. She's back. She's back. All right.
I'm back.
Hey, I told you they be hating now. They do what they want to do with this internet. They do what
Well, no, that was actually Santita. I'm supposed to be at home, and he knew I was traveling, and he
Oh, he checking
calling
on you.
checking on me. Yeah, and he was just calling back to back to back. And I forgot to tell him about the show today. Hey,
Oh
honey,
Lord.
here I am. I'm at the store. I'm at the Jackson store, so I'm okay.
Oh Lord. Look, you need to hurry up and get off this air and get to this house. So
Um, I've been gone 2 days,
so
so
anything else you want to tell us before you had to jump off of here? You want to let folks know.
right. So the expo is going to be amazing. We're going to educate Mississippi about the cannabis industry, whether it be health related or jobs, or if you are interested in cultivation, dispensaries, processing, security. There are endless opportunities for this industry in Mississippi. Like I said, it's just like I think someone compared it to coffee,
Mhm.
and the ones who got in at the ground floor were the ones that were successful. And so it's just like this with cannabis. It's a new industry. There isn't a cannabis industry here in Mississippi. So if you are creative and if you are an entrepreneur, I can literally sit and think of hundreds of businesses that will be birthed out of this industry coming to this state. So most definitely, I want to see some of our people in this industry. Um, I've been advocating for the plant a long time, and let's just keep it 100. I'm literally almost the only person that looks like me in the room. You
Right.
know, there's a lot of opportunity out here. So come to the expo, see where you fit in and your business. Um, gosh, endless opportunity. So we just may have to make sure that we be a part of it. It's going to make a dent in the income. Everything is going to change when legalization occurs. So we need to be in position to reap the benefits.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. In we're going to talk about those things later on in upcoming shows about the do's and don'ts. The process to obtain your prescription for medical marijuana. I'll go more in depth about what diagnoses are on the list for prescription use. How much. And go more in depth to educate folks. That people are excited about it. People are nervous about it. But we know it's something new coming to the table, and what it has to be self-sustained, meaning that everything has to come from Mississippi. There
Mhm.
are a lot of opportunities for employment, in business startups, and all those good things like that. So we definitely want people to be well educated, properly prepared, and be ready to get out there and take this thing to the next level. This
Yeah,
can be a true game changer here.
right.
With this M&M. This M&M can be a true game changer in more than one way, and you don't have to. No, you don't have to use it. You don't even have to say, for instance, you don't have to like it. But,
Hmm.
but it's a way to be able to change the status quo in Mississippi, both health wise and economically. So we definitely need to be all in and all for it, and because it is a good thing. So look, we want for you to, if people don't want to get in contact with you, they interested and say, hey, you know what, I might want to know more about hemp, or if I want to look at, becoming a part of the partnerships or whatever, how can they reach out to you guys?
So if you are interested, I got several email addresses. Let me
Yeah.
just give me email addresses. So you can email, and I will drop it in the chat. D Delaney at World Hemp, M is in Mary, S is in Sam.com. D Delaney at World Hemp ms.com, or if you remember Hemp World ms at gmail.com, or you can shoot me a message on our Facebook page, Instagram, just any platform. We're on all the platforms. So I normally respond and check those daily. Um, so that's the way to get in contact.
All right.
Oh,
All right. We
website.
definitely.
Sorry. So the website is www.hempworldms.com, and there's a link where it says you're interested in partnership or store ownership as
Okay.
well.
All right. Well, we definitely thank you for jumping on. We'll be getting more information out to those who are interested. If you are interested in knowing more about the expo or you want to participate as a vendor, you can drop your information in the comments. Reach out to us. Let us know who you are. Drop a contact information, or you can just reach out to her directly. But we definitely, if you have a question right now about anything about the expo or anything about the hemp, CBD, or medical marijuana. If you have a question right now, go ahead and drop it in the comments. If you have a question about the M&M, as I would call it, if you have a question about um, the current things that we have going on, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I think you dropped it in the what's the name? I'm gonna do it right quick. You dropped it in the
Was
private
that
chat.
private chat?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I got it.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm just see if anybody out there listening, checking it out. Eh, there you go. All right, nightcap. So we dropped it in there. So if you're interested, that's the website. If you had a question or anything, if you want to know about the business, if you just had a personal question about the usage, if you want to know more about the expo, you can reach out to us right now. No question is wrong. We just try to answer the best way we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So look, you got to get ready to get to the house. So we definitely thank you for stopping by, and we're gonna keep this
Anytime.
thing going. All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. See y'all later.
So we continue to move forward, and we always talking about Mississippi and moving Mississippi forward, all gas, no brakes. So the medical marijuana is just one thing that's happening in Mississippi. There are a lot of good things happening in the state and also in the city of Jackson. You might not never know of it because it doesn't get as much pub or shine or publicity as the negative things. But there are a lot of good things happening, and we got a lot of issues too. So we working to resolve those. There are a lot of people out there fighting. For those who just tuning in, we are talking about new businesses coming with Hemp World. Just open Hemp World dispensary, Hemp World Cannabis just opened two new locations. One was open in Olive Branch, and then a new one is coming this weekend in Starkville. So, if you had any questions or comments about CBD or hemp, you can drop the comment in the comment box or in the messages. Or if you had a question about the expo that's coming up April 16th at the Trademark Building, you can drop that too. Um, if you had a question about the M&M, as I call it, you can drop that information also. But so we're just working to resolve a lot of our issues, and like I said, it's real talk, real issues, real solutions. And you definitely, if you see a problem with something as an issue, when you addressing the issue and bringing the issue up, you need to also be recognizing solutions. You need to be coming up with solutions. It's the same way. Think about what you can do. So there's always two questions you ask yourself. You ask yourself, what am I doing to contribute to the problem, and what am I doing to change it? So you're either part of the problem or part of the solution. And I always say this with stamps is doing nothing is never an answer. So you can't just say I'm gonna just stay here and I ain't a part of it, because if you're doing nothing, then you are a part of the problem. So we need people, all hands on deck. We need everybody doing something positive to help change some of the things that we see in our society. And as I always state, we don't have a healthcare problem. We don't have a problem with crime. We don't have a problem with any of those things, whether it be those. It's too many agencies that say we have a problem with, from the justice system, law enforcement. We have problems with everybody. Well, no, we have a people problem. We have a people problem. Us as people make up those different entities and professions and agencies, and we have a problem. We do not care about each other as the same way that we should. We a lot of times it's because you don't care about yourself. So we talk about this thing is really real. Um, Self-evaluation assessment, knowing who you are and whose you are, is a very real thing, because it touched too many lives. When you do your job or whatever profession you're in, you touch too many people. So you have to be comfortable in who you are and know that you are in the right mindset and in the right place to be able to assist people and not hurt them. So we got a lot of good things that are happening. I don't believe in spreading no negative stuff. So it's a lot of negative things that are happening, and we're not going to address it. We just keep going on what's positive and what we need to be doing, um, and they're definitely holding folks accountable. We definitely got to hold folks accountable, and we definitely have to come up with solutions. Going back and forth is not going to change anything. We definitely have to figure out what we're going to do. We got what we're going to do. So also, we're going to spin back. Got to shout out our water for Nightcap Knowledge, right? Aspire Pure is on. You can reach out and find it on Amazon. It is a great water. It is a great alkaline water, 9.5 pH. Is definitely the fluid of life. So water is a good thing. You can reach out to it. This water is black owned and operated. Um, is the company is out of Dallas, Texas. So you can definitely order it off of Amazon, and they will ship it directly to you. So we definitely believe in supporting businesses and good quality owned businesses. So check out Aspire Pure. Get you a couple of cases in your system. If you're going to get you a case of this, and then you go down Fair Street, and go to Herbal Blessings or Meals That Heal, any one of those places, especially go to Herbal Blessings, you get some of those great herbs, from the essential blend to whatever else you get. You need to partner with a good bottle of alkaline water. Um, it, and we make partner with a good bottle of alkaline water. So get this water, go to Herbal Blessings, get what you need. Just because things are changing, you need to keep your antiviral packs, continue to boost your immune system, continue to sanitize. Don't get too free, don't get too loose yet. You still need to be safe so you can really get past this thing and really get to a point where you can feel better and feel better in a time where it's actually safer. You don't want to jump too quick or do something, then you end up going backwards. Um, so shout out to them, and we always shout those folks out on Nightcap Knowledge, those businesses, because we need to support our businesses. So right now, with this expo, there's a great opportunity for people to start their own business. It's a great opportunity, man. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Oh man, Yoda, the Godfather. Chuck, this is one of Chuck profiles, Carlos D. Palmer, Judge Palmer, um, known better as the Dog Father or the Godfather of PE at Tougaloo. Carlos was also one of our mentors in the Pre-Law Society at Tougaloo College. And anybody that came through the Pre-Law Society or any interaction with Dr. Charles Holm, you are prepared to go and argue a case in anybody's courtroom. And those of us that didn't even go to law school, we are prepared because Dr. Holmes was the man and still is. And they said iron sharpens iron. And he definitely was one of those folks that challenged you and made you figure it out. And he's never tried a case and helped produce some of the best lawyers and judges that we know that's in this country. So the work that we're doing, man, is a good thing for business startup, and you can do your own thing with this business expo. If you are a CPA, if you are an attorney, hey, Carlos, hey, if you want to specialize and deal with medical marijuana cases, if you want to deal with state statutes, if you want to deal with whatever regulations, policies, there are a lot of things what you do. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Whatever your profession is, You can say, how can I use my profession? You could be, you could have a bakery and say, you know what? I'm going to research and find some cannabis recipes that I can use and start to sell. There's a way for you to make money. If you are an electrician, guess what? You got growing sites that people are building. They're going to need electricians. They're going to need plumbers. They're going to need construction workers. They're going to need contractors. They're going to need architects. They're going to need everybody, whatever job or profession that you have, they're going to need it. If you are in the healthcare field, you can become the expert in your area to be able to educate those that you see, your clients, to talk about whether it be mental health or physical health. How can cannabis help you? If you are able to write a script, you can do more research. How can medical marijuana, cannabis, be able to help my clients that I currently have that come to me? How many of my clients would benefit from this? So this is a thing that can help everybody, and they taxing it. It's a tax thing, because when you open a building, open a business, it's taxable, right? If you're gonna be paying taxes on the building or whatever you're doing. So everybody's gonna benefit from this. And we just asking you to just, hey, come check it out April 16th at the Mississippi Trademark. We're gonna drop the flyer later, and if you got any questions about anything about that, reach out to Miss D. Delaney, Miss Bethany, and you have the contact information in the hempworld.com. You can go to their website. You can find them on social media. So we're moving forward. Mississippi Move. It's about that time of the year. We're gonna get ready to start hitting the ground. Every area you go to, you're gonna see us out doing voter registration. We do have elections. We have every year for Mississippi is an election year, some form of fashion. So you're gonna see people out registering to vote, and understanding the power that we have as an electoral body. Electoral uh, um, system and country. You'll be able to elect our most powerful people by just being able to go cast the ballot, go cast the vote. So we want to make sure people are registered to vote, and also register where you live, because you are more likely to go vote if you are registered to somewhere and your polling precinct is down the street versus having to travel and drive across town or to another city to vote. So we want to make sure that you are registered to vote where you live. If you have any questions, if you want us to come set up some of the folks we partner with to come to your event and do voter registration, if you have youth or anybody you want us to come and talk about that, we specialize in voter registration, voter education, also talking about the accountability and also accountability of public officials, knowing the capacity of the position, knowing the capacity of the person who's running for the position, and rise to the polls. We specialize, especially helping our elderly and seniors to be able to get to the polls safely. So we're going to be doing that this year too. So let us know if you need anything. We can reach out to us, and that's 662-205-6683. That's 662-205-6683. That's Mississippi Move. If you need us to come out and do voter registration drive, come holler at us. So we keep moving, keep the show going. We have a couple things that have been happening. It's a lot of grief happening, right? So we got to shout out to one of our sisters, Zakia Summers. She lost her mother. We definitely give our condolences to her. And at the same time, our frat brother Avon Brown, lost 3 of his grandchildren in a car accident. And I said ours. I'm talking about for us as a whole, as a community, but for my fraternity brothers, the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and our sorors, the Zetas. We definitely, that's a closer, close knit bond. So we definitely ask for those who continue to have prayers and also assist them. If you know them, just do something nice, just to be there to support them in their time of need. And also continue to look out for old poor country. One of our good frat brothers, brother Vernon Jasper, and he has a lot on his shoulders that he's working with. So if you see old poor country, just pat him on the back and holler at him. Don't pat him too hard, because he still cut. He still carry that pocket knife. But we definitely want to continue to support our people we know that are struggling and dealing with a lot right now, because that's a community. We're a village, and we have to get back to village mentalities and supporting each other in our time of need, celebrating with each other in our time of happiness, and being there. And it sometimes it get down to this, being there to stand by your brother or sister's side in the time of anger and fight. Having their back and being there with them to deal with whatever they're dealing with. So we got to get to that, because that's going to be the only thing that's going to help us. Um, so we have about another 18 minutes left for the show. I'm going to go back to address something. And if you have a question or comment, go ahead and feel free to drop your comment. If you have anything you want to add to or say, respond to what I've been talking about. Um, Going back to talking about mental health and talking about emotional well-being, it still bothers us to know what happened to the young lady with committing suicide and taking her life. We are asking those folks out there, if you are interested in us participating with us. I'm been working trying to find a time for we can either start a therapeutic Thursday, or we can do Sunday, whatever it can be most convenient, where we could just have a space to try to have light snacks and food, and where you can come with your child, and we could just have open discussion and talk. Or if you just want to come yourself, but we're trying to create a safe space where people can just be, and this summer we called it Therapeutic Thursday. When we did it for just the guys, we had the man talk. And then we also, in working with Dr. Marshall at School of Social Work, we had the Parents Academy. And the Parents Academy could be, we can come back with it, because there is no handbook. There are people who have written things, but there's no strict handbook of what you should do when it comes to rearing of the children. There's certain guidelines to follow, but every child is different, every household is different, every parent is different. So, but we definitely want to create a safe space for people to come and talk and not feel embarrassed to open up about their, not understanding certain stuff, or what they're dealing with, because children have the less capacity to control their own lifestyle. They have to do what people allow them to do. If, like I say, if you're working at a job and someone is treating you bad, and you say, "Oh, I'm tired of dealing with them, I found another job." But if you are a child and you're at school and somebody's bullying you and they're picking on you because you don't have control over that, and you're most likely to get into an altercation. Either someone picking on you and pushing you to the point where you fight, or you lash out at them because they're picking on you. You don't have control over that. So we definitely got to figure out, as adults and as parents, to figure out our issues, so we can be there to help them with children, because you're preparing them for life. As an adult, it don't stop. Folks don't stop saying crazy stuff to you when you get to be an adult. You just, as an adult, you deal with it differently. You learn to, either come back with them and say something crazy, because as a child, I get in trouble for cursing you out in school when you say something about me. But as an adult, I can cuss your ass out all the time and just keep rolling. I don't get in trouble for that. You know, so we got to help children get to that point where they have that confident level, and knowing who they are and whose they are, and they can be able to speak freely to get the bully off of them. You know, and sometimes the bully is right there looking at them. They are bullied. Sometimes the bullies in the school are being bullied. You know, so they're lashing out because of their own insecurities and things in their own household and their life, and that's why they lash out at others to keep them from picking at them and finding their shortcomings. So it's a teaching moment for both sides. It just got to sit down with both of them and find out why they're acting out. Because every behavior is to get attention. They're doing something to get attention for one reason or the other. So we definitely need to continue to do more in depthly to find out what's happening and what can we do about it, and not ignore it, and not push it off, not brush it off. Some of us, you talking about as children, some of us have had uh, I've had problem with, you've had problem with something in long as you've been a child, right? And you, as an adult, you still have that same problem. But when you told them as a child, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You young. You'll be okay. Ain't nothing wrong with you." And then now, so you go from being 15 to 25 to 35, and you still got the same problem. So it was a real existing problem that probably could have been addressed, or even maybe fixed, if someone would have taken you seriously and actually done something about it when you told them, hey, this don't feel right. You know, this is happening to me. This is going on. What do we need to do? Let's check into that. So I feel strongly about that. If those are interested in participating with us in Therapeutic Thursday, or I don't know, whatever we'll call it on Sunday, Parents Academy, uh, hey, let us know, and we make sure we plan it, because the goal is to be consistent. If you can't make it this time, you come next time, we'll be there. That's the goal. The goal is consistency. It's the same goal as working out and training. If you don't do a 20 push-ups a day and 20 jumping jacks, consistency is key. I hope you will increase it, but consistency is key. So we definitely want to do that. All right, we get ready to wind down with the show. We just doing a quick recap. This past weekend, we had a lot happening in the city. The weather's been up and down. We got a lot going on. Folks don't know how to properly prepare, but it's March. We are rolling to spring, and with spring come a lot of outdoor events and activities. Uh, it's about to be grass cutting season. A lot's about to happen, right? So to me, this is the true new year. Spring is the new year when everything's about to, form. Um, new birth for us. Mating season. A lot of things are about to happen. So it's an exciting time for us. Like I said, new events are coming to the city. We've had new movie premiere that just happened in the city of Jackson. That was filmed in the city of Jackson. We have more entertainers and stars and celebrities coming here than ever. We are making some big moves in the state, big moves in the city. It is a new beginning for a lot of different things around us. So we just want to make sure we continue to work at it to keep it positive. We want to make sure that we keep it going strong. Support those we can. If you can't help them, don't hurt them. And just doing a quick recap about that. So right now, we have medical marijuana. Cannabis is legal for the state of Mississippi. The first ever business and health expo will take place Saturday, April 16th at the Mississippi Trademark Center. If you're interested in being a vendor, or if you're interested in just showing up, if you want to start a profession in security business, transport business, whatever you want to do, you can go and reach out to one of the hosts, which will be Hemp World. You can go to www.hempworldmississippi.com and reach out to Miss Delaney, Deandra Delaney on social media, and she can put you in contact with the folks and what you need to do to be a vendor and how you can set up. Also, they have 2 new locations opening. They have one that just opened in Olive Branch this past Friday. They got a new one that's opening in Starkville, and they opening right after they just did the Black Alumni 2 weeks later. So y'all can get a chance to go check that out in Starkville. New Hemp World coming. There's other Hemp World locations coming soon, so stay tuned. Check it out. They specialize in CBD and hemp. Also, they will also be carrying the cannabis. So just get ready for that. That's a whole big business that's coming. Mississippi Move is going to be out doing voter registration. Get prepared for the elections. If you need someone to come out to your location or come to one of your events, give us a call, 662-205-6683. 662-205-6683. Reach out to Mississippi Move. Also, like I said, tune in, stay tuned, sharing Mental Health Minute. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I started a thing a while back called ARC Wednesday, act of random kindness. Do something nice for somebody just because. You never know what a personal situation is like, what they got going on, and just something simple, just buying a cup of coffee would change a person's whole perspective on that day. Just knowing that somebody reached out to them and checked on them. So make sure you do that. And we're going to keep things going, man. If you're interested in participating in Therapeutic Thursday or whatever we call it, where we have this open discussion and provide support, just helping people move and deal with life, reach out to us, hit us up. Let us know if we got the Epps Institute Social Therapy out there. If you see us posted, and reach out to the page at the Epps Institute and just let us know what we can do to be able to support and to be a help. So right now, we're going to get ready to wind the show down. Chuck is out there doing it big, celebrating Taco Fat Tuesday, Fat Taco Tuesday, whatever you want to call it, whatever works for you. Make sure you enjoy yourself and be safe. Always check in with us, Nightcap Knowledge. We're here every Tuesday, and it's real talk, real issues, real solutions. We're not going to bring up an issue about nothing. We can't come up with some type of solution. It might not be what you like, but we're going to come up with something. And we're going to tell it like a TIE is right here on Nightcap Knowledge. All right, y'all be easy. Y'all have a good night and peace.